What's up, my doers and duets? Welcome to another episode of Sports Line. Today's episode, we're going to be working on our lower legs, and we're in week 2 of our Taking Flight series. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe because there's a lot of exciting things coming right up. Welcome back. We are back at the gym now. It is day 2 and it is week 2, and you can tell that I'm really tired. So now I'm not as sick anymore, but it's week 2 and I gotta hit the hypertrophy phase, and I gotta make sure that I do these squats. Man, is there like, I feel there's like an energy like over me, something that's like, I don't even know how to say it. It's like, I feel like I have a ghost kind of holding me, pushing me down, but it also makes me feel good a little bit. And I think I can actually hit these squats, and whatever this ghost is doing is just hitting all the right knots, but I felt possessed for a second. But it's time for me to actually hit the squats. Gotta hit a lot of volume, and today, instead of doing split squats, I'm gonna be doing, oh wait, instead of doing just regular lunges, I'm gonna be doing reverse squats. All right, here we go. Man, I'm getting tired, and my ghost hand is Tomei over there. Y'all get to see him. Y'all probably seen him in other videos. It's time for me. Hey, there's that finger. Oh God, that's scary. All right, so I need my future to push this through because I'm real tired. Thanks for holding the camera, Tomei. Here we go.
No problem, brother. All right, so now the man's gonna be doing a set of 10. He got that future plan. Woo! All right, let's get it, man. Try to set some PRs. All right. Boom. Boom. Look at that form. Boom. Amazing technique. Boom. Wow. Yeah. I lost count. How many, guys? Easy, man. The man can definitely do more weight. The man can definitely do a lot more weight than that, man. Wow.
That wasn't bad, but my quads are on fire because that was a lot of volume.
Hey, man, I can't lie. That looked pretty easy, dog. Woo! Pretty easy.
Yeah. All right, so, man, that was like really tough. Now it's time for me to actually hit some Romanian deadlifts, but I did a variation. So if you don't necessarily have a bar in your gym, and you can't necessarily, if you don't have a squat rack, but you have dumbbells, you can still get your hamstrings by doing RDLs. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually gonna do single leg RDLs on each leg. And how I do it is I space myself, making sure that I have 2 dumbbells in each, dumbbell in each hand. And as I'm standing on one foot, I lift the other leg, and then what I slowly start to do is as I lower the weight down is I can keep it close to my body, because you want to keep it close to your body, because otherwise you're going to start having back issues because it's going to draw you into an improper form. So as you're going down, what you're going to start feeling is you bend your knees, you bend your knee on the leg that you're standing on, push your hips back, and you're going to start feeling that same thing that we did with good mornings. You're going to start feeling your hamstrings stretch out, and that's how you do the single leg Romanian deadlift. Let's do it. So there, what you want to make sure is, again, you're standing on your back foot, making sure that as you descend, you're keeping your core tight, because that's what's going to help you maintain that balance so that you don't get hurt. And as you keep going, you want to make sure that you're not doing too many reps. I'm doing only 6 reps in this one because what I'm really conscious of is I don't want to overwork my central nervous system. Otherwise, my form is going to fall off. And you remember last season of the Taking Flight series, we ended up getting hurt. By the way, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe because this Taking Flight series is starting to go up. All right, now it's time for me to add in a little bit of lower back support by working on my glutes. Now, it's interesting because before, what I've done before is use this right here, which is, that right there, which is the reverse hyperstand. Now, what I'm doing this for is to show you guys that if you don't have a reverse hyperstand, which is that, it's okay, because there's other ways that you can still work on the glutes. And what I do is I do band walks. So we're gonna go on the turf now and I'll show you how I do it. Wow, that just kicked my ass. So I don't know if y'all understand the importance of making sure that if you're doing these band walks, that you have to make sure that you're doing pigeon toe. So if you're pigeon toe doing internal rotation, what it does is actually makes it to where your glutes are activated, and so the entire movement as you go along is actually going to start becoming harder. If you're just moving side to side, keeping your feet straight, you're kind of going to use other muscles, and it's going to make it to where it's not as effective targeting the glutes, which is what you're trying to isolate. If you're having stronger glutes using this exercise, you're going to have a stronger posterior chain, and it's going to help you in your vertical jump. And the reason why resistance bands are really underrated is just because it's not, you're not putting any pressure on the joints. It's all going to the muscles, so it's getting that muscle tension that you need and taking it easy on your joints, because you got to save the joints for that sports performance. All right, so that does it. Tommy and I just finished the workout. I just finished mine, he finished his. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to a nice scenic place to take a few pictures for Instagram, and I'll actually take y'all along for the ride. And then after that, I'll discuss a little bit more about what I plan to do to make sure that all this workouts that I'm doing inside there is actually gonna materialize to a better vertical jump.
Yeah. It's nothing new. Cause this is exactly what I do.
Y'all like that? Y'all like that? Anyways, this is beautiful Hermosa Beach, and this is where we get our nice scenery, but we do go in other areas of the South Bay. All right, guys, just got home, and that's not cans of beer, that's cans of bang.
You sure that my mess?
Yeah, man, just showing them a mess. All right, man, I'll catch you tomorrow. All right, see you, boss. Yeah. All right, see you, man. All right, so the important thing, if you're ever taking pictures, location, location, location. So if you're not following me on Instagram, sports_sci, you know what it is. Follow your boy and I'll follow back. Anyways, so now that I've done my workout, it's time for me to get a little bit grub, cause we home now.
Yeah, buddy. Rolling like a big shot. Chevy tuned up like a NASCAR pit stop. Clean on the inside, clean on the outside. Clean on the inside, clean on the ice cream. Clean on the inside, clean on the outside. Clean on the inside, clean on the outside. Ice cream, thank you. Ice cream, thank you.
This is our good stuff. All right. So today's episode. So it's cool. I got to take pictures and stuff. Excuse me. So what I'm having right now, because of the amount of volume that I took in today, I gotta make sure I feed my body carbohydrates. Frosted mini wheats, good way for me to actually hit my carbohydrates. It's a little bit higher if you're having milk in it, but what I decided to have is actually some almond milk, so it doesn't have too much calories. But without getting too scientific, the most important thing about today is that I made sure that I actually started hitting more volume. So what I mean by more volume is I was doing more reps total. So I ended up doing around 30 reps of 235 on the back squat. So this is allowing to where I'm starting to build on the anterior chain, and also because I was doing ass to grass, ATG, or full barbell squat. So because I was going full depth on the squat, it actually makes it to where it's healthier for my knees. Then the next thing that I did, I actually did split squats. The reason why I did split squats instead of forward lunges, it's ideal because I just finished doing a back squat. So after doing a back squat, what you want to do, because it targets the quads, you want to make sure that you're working on something that targets the hamstrings and glutes. So when I went to the split squats, it's more, you can actually think of a split squat as a reverse lunge. The difference between a reverse lunge and a forward lunge is that the forward lunge, you start to find yourself to where your knee is actually going past your toes, which is dangerous because it's making it to where it's too much pressure on the quad. The quad is actually too active. It makes it to where the hamstring and glutes, excuse me, the hamstring and glutes don't have the leverage. And when they don't have the leverage, what starts happening is you have less knee stability, and that's when you're more likely to end up in an injury. But when you're doing a reverse lunge, what it actually does is it targets more the hamstring, and because you actually end up standing right above your knee that you're kneeling down on, it makes it to where you have a much better form and much more stability, and you're also able to push through with more power from your hamstring, which is also going to help with that launching thing that we're trying to work on with our vertical jump. So now fam, I'm pretty much done. All I'm going to do now is just finish this frosted mini wheats with this vanilla almond milk, and it's going to help me, it's going to help me with my body recover, because I'm going to be adding carbohydrates, because that's your body's #1 source of energy. So anytime you have a heavy workout day, such as what I did today, you want to make sure that you're also carbing up that day so that you can actually recover. Also, when you're in this bulking period, it's very important that you start focusing on a lot of things. In addition to protein, a lot of things also need to include carbohydrates, because that's going to be your best friend in this. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. And if you're already a subscriber, that means you're a doer and not a don'ter. I'll catch y'all next time. Thanks for checking me out.